And welcome everyone. So I've got a painting up here, and I've got another painting that I am done with, but I wanted to experiment by putting on some variegated gold flakes. So I have these flakes right here, this premium variegated flake, and I want to see how I can apply this, not to this painting, to this other painting that I have. We're gonna swap these paintings out in just a moment, but I just had this painting here from last night. And let me go ahead and pop this off and grab my other painting. And this is actually the painting here that we're going to be working with variegated gold flakes on. So let me do the old swapperoo here. Nice old swap. And I'm gonna do the gold flakes right on this. Dondrell, what's up? Bogart. So actually, I'm actually doing one more experiment with Bogart. Not quite done with him yet, but I think we're almost there. We are almost finished with Bogart. So I got these gold flakes here, and I'm gonna experiment with placing the gold flakes onto this painting, and I think it should stay. Hopefully it stays. He sticks. But I think what I have to do first is to make sure that this is at a good plane that allows for this process. So I'm actually going to do some flipping of some of the materials here. Let me move some of our things. Let me see, where can I guess I put some of this stuff right here. My brushes and my other brushes. What's up, Dondre? I hope you're doing fantastic, dude. Bogart is returning. Bogart has returned. He is here. So this is actually a cat that has passed away. So Bogart will sadly only be with us in our memories, which is why I got commissioned for this piece. So if he was still here, I probably would not be making this painting. Why do we always want to memorialize things after? I don't know. I mean, I guess the reason, but because that's when we feel the most deeply, right? So anyways, some of my materials are being moved. Let me see how I can adjust this camera so that it looks down on this painting. Let's see, we're gonna raise this a bit, and we're gonna go raise this a bit. Oop, there we go. Let's see, we're gonna have this here. Bring this forward. And let's see, this might be a good angle to bring this all down. So let's do this. All right, gonna move this. And I am doing something. This isn't the actual way to do it. I am doing this laying it directly on top of wet paint. So I don't actually know how this is actually gonna turn out. Let me see. So I'm gonna raise this, but I'm gonna drop this, but not too far. I'm gonna drop this right around here. And this is a good angle, right? It's a good angle to drop our belongings. And let me see. So what else do we have? We're gonna go. Let's bring this a little closer here. All right, let's see. Let's try to view this right here. All right, let's see. Let's see how we can that work?
Okay, Simba.
I'm gonna lower this as well a little bit. We'll be working from a slightly different angle than we usually do. And let's see, move this a little further back so you can see the whole picture here. Can we see that, all that? Yeah, we should be able to see all that. Okay. Let's see. This is my first time working with variegated flakes, so this will be fairly new to me. I could make it worse. I probably won't, but it's possible. You never know. When you're experimenting with something, a different material, there's always the chance that you mess up. But you know what? No guts, no interesting artwork. And I know, ultimately I should try, I shouldn't be doing experimentations on a painting that I'm doing for somebody. But in this case, it's acceptable. So it looks like some of this paint, these flakes are already out. Gotta be gentle with this. So these are, oh, it looks like the container was already a little bit ripped. Now these are flakes of various colors. So, let me start by sprinkling some of this on here. I don't know, it's already getting kind of messy. Here we go. Oh, well, I'm just gonna have to leave flakes where they fall, right? Let them go where they fall. That's actually not bad. There we go, start with that one. Oh my gosh, this is such a messy, messy project. Only because, for whatever reason, these flakes weren't properly placed in the bag. So they're like poking out and stuff. Actually, that one kind of messes things up, but whatever. You know what? It's okay. This is something that you should really definitely plan better. But yesterday, I thought of this yesterday, and rather than waiting for the perfect, situation, which would be letting it all dry, having paint, the right type of adhesive and all that, I decided to just pick this material up and get started. There's a level of spontaneity that I enjoy. Try those plastic jewels. Flies on the wall, flies on the wall. So, what flies on the wall? Y'all are active participants in this. I don't know if you know that, but y'all are active participants. Everything that I've done is totally... You guys deserve a modicum of credit. Alexa, what does the word modicum mean?
A modicum is a moderate or small amount of something. It is a word used to describe something that is not a large amount, but is still a significant amount. The word is often used to describe amounts of food, drink, or other substances.
And here's something fun. So I'm going to use chopsticks to apply these, just for the heck of it. Let me see if I get this one off without messing up our Oh, it's so delicate. All right. That's not going to work for me. You know what? Let's just pat it down and let it be a part of the painting. So I'm going to use chopsticks to lay this down.
Interesting. Hey.
And we'll see how this ultimately comes together. Little foil pieces. So long as a cat does not come and interfere with this process, which he is already incredibly curious. Scout! Cat, can you keep... Scout! Scout! Alright, so I can already see that, you know, this paint is fortunately still wet. And this is not the most ideal way to place it down. I think the right way is to be much more delicate with this process and more specific with the glue, with a certain type of glue. Let's go ahead and lay some down right here. And yes, if you're wondering, I'm laying these down with chopsticks because I don't have the right tweezers. And these are just flakes. So Shay, Pinky, wow, this is so good. Thank you so much. Am I going to use the flakes to make a halo? I'm not making a halo. I'm just going to lay it around the sides here. And I'm gonna figure out a way to brush it down. Let me grab a little bit of a nice little brush here. Just find a way to use what I have to just experimenting into the multimedia element of this. Getting into the multimedia. So I don't think these are these are actual gold flakes. These I got at Michael's. Got these at Michael's. I don't think you can get actual real like multi-carat gold flakes at Michael's, but ultimately right now my goal is to just smooth out these different colored pieces here. Let's try to get up into this area. Just spread these pieces here and we'll see how it turns out. I don't know, what's everybody think? Does it look a bit tacky? Maybe a little bit. I don't know what this is. It's like purple flower metal. I don't know what that is, but These are various colors of metal. They're not all just like gold color. But I do like the texture that it's giving. It's a little bit of a dimensional effect. And you know what? The color that I used, it's not a clear color, but
Hey, you guys, you're so cute. Look at Pookie.
what about her?
Her wings.
Oh my goodness, that's adorable.
Yes. They love to groom each other. So sweet.
Hey, but thanks so much, Shay. Appreciate you. You know, like the only reason why I went to the flakes, I mean, I've been wanting to work with these flakes in general. So, so I don't think it's a bad thing. Let me spread some more around the edges here. The edges of these painting. Just gonna spread some around the edges. I have to be careful not to contaminate the rest of these flakes too much. And quite frankly, I've never worked with this. So I think what the ideal way is, if once you put down glue, as long as you use glue and you spread it like evenly over a surface, you can get it to like kind of just like cover the surface really nicely. But I think, Scout, hey, Scout,
Come
get,
here, Scout.
Scout,
I hate this.
give her some food. Give her,
Come here.
Scout, look, give him some food. Scout, go away. Hey, go.
Here.
We bonk you on the head. Hey,
Come here.
yes, go eat the peanut butter. Okay. Cat's got to be like, why is he so intent on not letting me play? All right, so
Just lock him in the bedroom.
we could do that. I could do that.
Yeah.
Let me see. This brush really isn't working that well. I'm gonna use a different brush here. Let's see. Dondrell, not too many though. Grab the dang cat. Yeah. I don't know. I think I want to spread this to the edges here. Just down to the edge. Oh, this is actually a good brush for the padding. Good old Robert Pattinson. You know, if I mess up, I'm just gonna blame Corey, blame Omizu, because he's the one who got me to do this yesterday. I'm kidding. Kidding. We should always take responsibility for our actions, right? Except for when it's a bad action. And you know what? This only costs like This so if anyone's wondering about how much these foil cost, it was only like $8, not too bad for this whole pack, which is quite a lot. So, Pookie, if you come here, I'm gonna put you in the bedroom and close the door for 1 hour. Huh?
You don't mind going in the bedroom.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Pookie.
Hey.
Dang. Pookie. Up, up, up.
You should know they're gonna be curious about stuff. Then.
I know they're gonna be curious, but
I didn't take any action to isolate them.
You're right. It's my fault. Look at her. She tried to put her paw on it.
Yes.
What a little.
Oh, now she's trying to
purposely
block me from holding.
Put her little paw on all over it.
Stop. She's turning into a crazy alley cat.
Is this adding or is this taking away, people? I don't know.
You wanna go in the bedroom? Wanna go in the bedroom, Scott? I'm going in with you guys.
Just teasing. It only cost me the painting. Yeah, right.
Yeah, just hang out. Yeah. Go in there.
Only cost me the price of the painting. It's kind of cool, right?
Foil, yeah. It's a lot of gold foil. Did you mean to have that piece there?
Nope.
On his body?
Nope. But it's there. No turning back now. Thing I gotta do right now is try to get these to the edges. Gold foil is interesting because you gotta like spread it almost like paint, but it really only works if there's like enough wet paint around. Otherwise, this would be awesome if I was trying to make like dried leaves. If I was going for like a dried leaf look. Like if this was like a patch of like dried leaves or something, this would be pretty amazing. And I think I've reached a point of no return, so I pretty much have to figure out how to make this work. So let me see. Let me throw in on the edges here, right along the edges. And then add a bit more density on this side. And then just a little bit more density up top. Let's try to push this in. And I think what happens is, although it looks like I'm overdoing it, I think the way gold leaf works is it's meant to like be like scraped and ripped apart. Like you're bound to waste some amount of foil, is my understanding of the process. When you're doing it in the right way, which even this is not the right way. This is not a demonstration or a tutorial. This is well, it could be a tutorial on how to not do something. Or it could be a tutorial on how to do something freely without overly thinking it. But sometimes a little bit of overthinking or even just a little bit of thinking can help. So that's what she said. The paint is still wet, so it's sticking. Yeah, the paint is still wet. It's not like totally wet. It's got like certain parts that are like still kind of like Luke wet. All right, here we go. Ken's.
bedroom. Wanna come?
I'll have to use a vacuum to scoop up some of this. Let's see. And this one has to go up a bit, a little bit up. And I'm wondering if I want to keep this like this texture, if it, you know, gives it a look. I guess it kind of like makes me think of kitty litter. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Oh well, but I'm sticking with this. I'm gonna stick with this. This is gonna be part of the painting. And we're gonna keep this texture. Maybe find a way to smooth it out a bit more, but for now, let's see. What other brushes can I use? There must be another brush I can use to kind of give it a nice flourish. Michael's turning in his grave. What size is paint? So this is a 16 by 20 painting. Michael, are you okay? Is my live affecting your mental health? If so, it's about time to turn off the TV. I need to get these to the edges. I need to get these to the edges of this painting, which for whatever reason is harder for me in this section than it is for the other section. And you know what? I could probably throw some of this gold leaf. Will I find a frame for it? I don't think I'm going to find a frame for this one. I'm probably just going to leave this one as is. Maybe. I don't know. You never know what sort of inspirations come when after you're done. You know, how can I do more? But of course, it's also up to the, you know, the client if they really... Sometimes they want to find their own frames, you know. It's also important for me to like match the density for this. I think we're almost there. I think we are almost there here. Oh, are there fires near me? Yeah, there's a fire like just a little bit of ways away, not too close. Yeah, I got some fires near me, but like 10 miles. I guess that's pretty close. So I'm being affected by mostly not so much the I'm affected more by the fires on the east side near Pasadena. All right, so I have all these flakes that are like that are just floating there and have no clue how I'm gonna pick them up. So this is like a wax paper. I use it for oil pastels because oil pastels don't dry. So it's good to have like a thing that you could put over or between your oil pastels. Just brushing these slowly into an area so that eventually I can guess I'm just gonna scoop these up as like a whole and kind of pat them down in some way. Let me see, maybe I can scoop them into my hand. They say this leaf is supposed to be really delicate, but it doesn't seem that delicate to me. sticking pretty well. Kind of looks like shrubbery, like bushes. Gold leaf bushes. Let's do this on this side. So I'm just gently scraping the top layer. I don't want to... I want to totally, scrape off everything. Yeah, note to self, this would actually make for like a really good, like leaves. If it sticks, it stays. Let's put it that way. If it sticks, it stays. All right, I think I pretty much got most of it. What's my thoughts on what will take to recover from the catastrophe? What it will take? Some rain. We need some rain, man. We need some rain in Los Angeles. Los Angeles needs rain, people. I mean, for the city to recover in general, definitely rain, but for the people who have suffered, definitely more than rain. But let me see right here. I've got... I don't know. What do I think here? First off, I'm gonna put these in the bag. Put these back in the bag. Wipe my hand and do some vacuuming. I'm really just trying to pull up any pieces that don't really want to stay. Any excess pieces. I guess for the people who have, lost homes and everything, I mean, I don't have answers for that. That's like, yeah, I don't have answers for those people. They are, because they got to deal with insurance companies not wanting to pay. I've heard a lot of insurance companies don't even want to pay right now. What's going on? So, I mean, they got that, plus, all sorts of wild and crazy things happening. So just trying to flatten this out a bit more. I know some of these pieces probably would have wanted to come up, but they didn't. So like right here, some of these pieces wanted to come up, but the vacuum wasn't enough to pull them up. And then I'm gonna go, I think I'll do that process one more time of just going over the surface, scraping over the surface here. this. Looking good. Yeah, I like the effect. It's not that perfectly, it's not that perfectly flattened, classic traditional like, Gilded Age look. I don't even know what Gilded Age means, but I know this is called gilding, I guess. So, Alexa, what is the Gilded Age meaning?
The Gilded Age refers to the period from approximately 1870 to 1900 in the United States, characterized by significant growth and prosperity for the upper classes, while the lower classes continued to struggle. It was a time of rapid industrialization, economic growth, and the rise of plutocratic influences in society and government.
Plutocratic influence. Alexa, what is the definition of plutocratic?
The term plutocratic refers to a system of government or a society in which the wealthy hold the most power or influence. It is characterized by the rule or influence of wealth or the wealthy.
I want to put a little more on this side. Just a little bit more. And I think I'll be good to go. I'll be happy. So how's everyone doing? Yeah, thank you. No rain for weeks. Has it been weeks? I feel like it's been months that we haven't had any rain. I mean, I guess there probably was rain like at least a few weeks ago, but like I think it was only for like a couple days, right? It wasn't even like it was only for like a couple days. We need like in order for a healthy landscape, we need rain like at least once a month, Just improving the density here on these areas. And we're gonna make sure we lay down some of this gold on the side. And all I'm hoping right now is that all of this isn't taking too much away from the cat. I think it gives him some personality, though. Maybe if I lay down a couple really strategic pieces on his body. Let me put this somewhere. I'm gonna put this somewhere. Wipe off my brush so that I don't have pieces of graviated flakes or argiated flakes or whatever that word is. I don't know English. You know what? We'll call this a very delicate painting. Okay. I wonder, oh, I forgot. All right, now for a very important test. Let's go ahead and raise this a little bit and see how it stands. Let's drop this down to 60 and then pop this up to our normal view right here. It's actually kind of cool, huh? Not too bad. My only criticism of it now is like it's got a lot of cool stuff going on, but then, you know, it's got the cool stuff going on, but like, does it fit? Oh, so much I want to do. So nice use of shot, Dodger. Am I talking about fires? Dude, like the fires are the biggest thing on the entire, like, it's like the most interesting thing on the news right now is the fires. You can't be in LA and not talk about the fires. That would be like living in, I don't know, living in Florida and not talking about rain. If anyone's ever been to Florida, you know what I'm talking about, but if you have not, you know, maybe what I can do is take this and just use it to flatten it. Ah, there we go. That's working. Okay, that actually worked pretty well at flattening out the all of this. So again, this is just a wax paper, just a wax, like a wax paper that I have in bulk because I use oil pastels. When you use oil pastels, what happens is it doesn't dry. So you need you need like some form of paper that you can put over it. And there we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Turned out pretty good. I am happy with this result. I can sleep well.
Oh, that looks nice.
Huh?
King of New York.
Let's give it another scrape. Letting some of the flakes fall. The ones that want to fall are going to fall. The ones that are destined to stay will stay. Survival of the stickiest. This one doesn't want, is like, this one's a warrior. This one is a champion. It wants to stay, but it is not the stickiest. It's only half sticky. It wasn't fully committed to sticking. And I'm just gently scraping upward. Hopefully just pulling off some of the gold flakes that are being flaky. All right, let me see. Shake this off little by little, just work it bit by bit. Gotta use these chopsticks. There, go paint. There's no in between. You gotta stay or you gotta go. No in between here. All right, let's get our vacuum again. And I think I gotta go in one more time with this baby. Just use it to press down some areas here. I'll leave these pieces. This piece needs to go. And then let me flatten this one. And hopefully this painting survives for eternity. Right? That's the goal. We all want our paintings to survive forever. But there we have it. Let's put our supplies back. I mean, I almost like, if I planned this from the beginning and I really wanted to, I think something else I would consider is to like totally make this cat, the entire cat in gold, and then paint over it with the blacks and the blues. But I'm not going to do that. It's a bit much. Let's see if I can scrape off this piece right here. Nope, that is in there. That is in there. This piece is in here. Huh? Well, I'm pretty much done with the flakes. All right. So we're done with the flakes. Put my brushes back, and then I don't know. I'm not. So I was at Michael's, and they said if I spent $10 more, that that I could get a $5 gift card. So they got me to pretty much spend $30, $40. So how do you even close this? Like, I can't even close this bag because if I try to like close it, it'll blow all the pieces out. Oh no, there we go. All right. Try to get the air out. And what do we do now? Let's see. I'm going to work on some oil or watercolors. I got this great watercolor set for Christmas. And I got this great watercolor. So today we're gonna work on some watercolors. Put my chopsticks away. I could definitely see myself using chopsticks here in the future for some other reason as far as artwork is concerned. So I'm gonna keep these here. You never know when you need a good pair of chopsticks. Sometimes your fingers just don't do the job. All right, here we go. What do we do with this painting? We're gonna put it somewhere, and then we're gonna swap this watercolor paper out. Let's just paint directly on this. I'm not even like, let's see. So we're gonna be working with watercolor. We just set this up against the thing properly. The most wonderful thing about watercolor is how easy it is to use. I haven't decided what I'm going to paint yet. All right. So who here wants a portrait painted? Just gonna practice watercolor doing a portrait. If anybody wants to send me email me a photo, or I'll just paint something random, I don't know. Nobody sends me anything. I'm just gonna paint something wild. So I have these great pens. They're like watercolor pens that they already have water in it. So basically I don't even need a regular water brush. The only thing I would need a water brush for is to clean the brush. But other than that, I'm good to go. So I don't know where we're gonna go here with these, but we're gonna go somewhere interesting. I don't even know what this, I don't need that. Could have swore I had 4 of these, but right now I only have 2 or 3. My local Michael's is in the Burbank Empire Center. If you're actually going to do that, Michael Wilbur, my Michael's is in Burbank Empire Center in Los Angeles. Or you can do the one in Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena. But it is a 16 by 20 with about 3/4 of an inch thick. So if you do want to do that, you can let me know. Or I think there's one in near Ventura as well. But if you look up those locations, you should be able to find it. But here we go. Let's grab one of these. Got this watercolor. We're gonna pop this on the back. And all I know about watercolors is you build from the is you pretty much work from light to dark. So let me actually plop this up. I want to do a landscape view of this.
Watercolors, I was taught, from the darkest to the lightest, because you want to use the most of your paint in the dark areas, and then as you get to the light, like you're grading it so it gets lighter.
Well, you can't do that because you can't reverse to. It's harder to reverse to white. So like if I paint dark here, then I can't reverse with watercolor.
No, you can't reverse it, but then you're going to go this way. If you start here with dark and you want it to be lighter and grade it to lighter, you would go this way. And you're putting most of the paint in the dark area. And then as you keep going, use more and more water, it gets lighter and lighter.
Yeah, well, like you would start light.
No.
Look, I mean, I would say
You do it your way. I was telling you what I was taught.
you might be saying like start with like dark areas and then do light areas. But if you're painting on top of each other,
You can't.
yeah, you can,
That was
because like you would mix colors.
Oh yeah, you can mix colors, but you can't put more color on top of an area that's already painted like you do with oils.
Right, but you can. So look, I mean, I'm saying like, all right. So if I start with this yellow, right? If I start with this yellow here, if I start with the yellow,
Yeah.
I can mix in a dark. I can do a dark color underneath.
Well, it's not going to bleed together unless it dries. See, it's going to be green now.
Right, but I can't I can't lighten this. I can't make that white now.
No.
Right?
That's why you start with the dark and you move to the light.
No, but that's why you start with the light and move to the dark.
Okay, do it your way.
No, but wait, no. I just want to break this down by logic. Is like
to lie on the bed.
Like I can't.
It's just trying to help you.
So I can't paint over this and then make it lighter again.
No.
Right. So the reason why you start with light is because you build up the darks. But if you start with a dark color, you can't build up the light on top of watercolors.
Right.
That's why you go light to dark with watercolor.
If you say so, do it your way.
Okay. No, I appreciate you trying to do the correction, but I was just like looking this up the other day.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do our first watercolor a little bit. Let's learn from Dondrell and just see where our hand wants to take us. I'm probably using a little too much water in this. It's going to be a free paint. Are you siding with her, Michael? Yeah, I'll do a portrait. I'll do a portrait of Omizu. I know, and I'm making this up right now. Let's do all the YouTube friends. I know Mizu has dark hair, longer dark hair. And then I know Dondrell likes to wear a beanie, or no. Omizu wears the beanie. Dondrell wears the round hat. And Michael supposedly has a mustache. Oh, good point about the the running. And then I think Michael, you said that you have a beard. So we're gonna go with a beard right there. And this will be eyes, abstraction. And then, yes, this is a total mashup of all the people. Into one big face. By the way, I have no clue how to use watercolors, except for the fact that you're supposed to go dark on top of light. That's all I know. Dark onto light. You're the nose. That's right. Nose, nose. And then I'm probably using a lot of too much water here. All right, here we go. We got the three amigos of the YouTube stream. Let's figure out how we're gonna color this. I do like how it's like so drippy. Add a bit more color here. It is faces making up a face. And who should be the ears? Whoever is here. Who else? I don't know anybody. I don't know if anybody else is in the room, but we have to make up. Make it up here. Let's build up. Let's experiment with building up some of the color into this. That purple didn't really show. Now we need a nice black, and we're gonna go with a black cat here somewhere. Very fat black cat. Clean off this brush. I'm going to swap brushes right now. That is one wonderful, wonderful thing about watercolors is they're so easy to clean. Just so easy to clean. It's amazing. Compared to oil paints. My goodness. All right, let's go with a... No one wanted to volunteer their photo for a portrait, so this is what we're doing. Why does the grass always have to be green? The grass can be blue as well. But then what color do you do the sky? I guess the sky can be purple, right? I think we need a banana on the wall. So instead of making this red, let's go with the banana shape here. Yeah, that is the one thing about about watercolors is that I feel like it's more expressive but you also don't get as much leeway and as much opportunity to mess up. You know, what you get is really what you get. And let's go. Some happy people here. With the iconic cat. In other words, everything close to me is bigger, brighter, and more detail. There's the parakeet. We're going to throw in some green here onto the parakeet. Oh, that's not showing. What's up with that? This watercolor kit definitely has some super bright colors. You know what? We should probably do a little flower pot. I'm just messing around just to see how oil paint starts to work when you work it. So I'm gonna go. And we're gonna go a little brighter with this. So we're gonna create this dimension here. And then that's gonna create some dimension, and we're gonna go, let's go, we always have to make flowers. Flowers are for everybody. I'm gonna go red here. Let's see what happens when we throw in a pink onto this red. Yeah, see, it's really hard to go back to light and to reduce the brightness, the darkness of this. And just this coagulation of things here. There's a parakeet bird. And let's throw in some purples. Super light purple here. And yeah, it's for sure impossible to paint over on top of this thing that I've made here, which, you know, I think we should be thinking outside of this box, not within it. So where did I go wrong? I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about my hair. I was like, let me draw my hair here, which is just this big thing. Maybe I can paint on top of it. Let's see. Let's see what we could do about reducing the vibrance of this random line here, and try to just enhance it. Watercolors are really interesting to me because I have to dip into the water like every 45 seconds. Or pretty much every time I want to use more paint, I have to dip into this water. Okay, let's see. Let's go. You know what? That banana actually does not look too bad. I could pull it off and eat it. And we're gonna go womp. Where am I going with this? Nobody knows, not even myself. This is just me working with some watercolors, some new watercolors that I got for Christmas from some wonderful friends of mine. And we're gonna go into here. I will say these colors are really vibrant and have some really vibrant, rich colors. Yeah, it almost looks like a. Never mind. I was gonna say. No, we're just gonna keep at it. Excuse me. All right. I think I've messed with watercolors enough for tonight. And I think what I'm going to do now is I am going to find something to actually use as a reference. Find something vibrant and interesting. You know, you don't always need to find vibrant and interesting things. Sometimes you just gotta find something that. What do I want to paint? Start with a hat. Let's start with a hat right here. Let me see how I can get rid of this, the word mission on here. Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting, huh? Little hat on top of the head. That's funny. That's funny, right? And Gesundheit. What should I do? You know, let me paint on top of a sketch I already have. Let's try this. So I don't need this hat. Let's just see how this turns out. All right, we're gonna go with some dark greens here. And then we're gonna give these people some blue chairs here. There's definitely a technique to, specific technique to watercolor that I'm definitely noticing, because if you don't use watercolor right, you get all these brush remnants. And here we go. try to paint this as I remember it. Let's go with some of this blue here. You know what? I think it's time to get back to our other brushes here. Choose some of our other brushes. And grab some of our green again. I really like the brushiness of a watercolor. And give him some brown hair here. And give her some of this dark hair. And we're going to grab some of this grass color. What's going on here? Actually, this is a perfect time to do the dark on green. I mean, dark on the lighter colors here. Let's go for this green for some of our colors. Actually, I want a nice dark one. Maybe I'll go with the dark blue to try to create some of this. Go in with this bench, whatever this is. This is a bench. That's going to be a bright water cooler. And we're going to go black for the wheels here. And let's find a nice natural color for our tree branch here. And I believe she was wearing red. We're gonna go for a, let's see, what's going on here. I'm gonna give her, pink skin, pink or orange, either way. I can't remember what color this guy's shirt was. Probably like a dark green. We're gonna go with this dark green here. Actually, you know what? That matches too much with what's going on. So we're gonna go right into here. Let's just see how. And what's going on? Actually, you know what? We can actually take this color, darken it, and we're gonna grab a little bit of our blue. It's gonna go underneath this. Oops. Let's grab a bigger brush here. I definitely think that watercolors is not my strong suit. But it is nice to play with some alternatives from media. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break with this, with the watercolors here. Let's clean off our brushes as always. Done a lot of experimenting today, but we're not done yet. Gonna keep painting, just wanna finish up this idea first. All right. Whew. All right, so I have this canvas from yesterday that I'm gonna paint paint on tonight. Honestly, I don't think I have the patience for watercolor because when I'm working, as I'm working with this watercolor, I'm like, you really got to build layer upon layer and constantly keep wetting your paint brushes. Whereas oil, I can just take a huge brush and just lay it all on. But of course, with every medium you try. You get more and more practice. So let's see what we're going to do with this piece. We're going to raise it down, bring it down first of all. And dump this watercolor out. So I don't really know where I was going with this. This is all just the combination of colors that I had from the other painting. That I scraped off. Just bring this down so I can lock it in place for a little bit. And I think what I want to do is I want to work over this with oil pastel. So let me grab all my oil pastels. Should have one more set of oil pastels. I don't know what happened to them. Where's my other set of oil pastels? Turn on the lights here. That's what happens when you don't keep your place tidy. You lose all your stuff. Where the heck did all my oil pastels go? Got to be here somewhere. All right, well, I'll just have to work with what I got, but I did find something incredibly interesting. That interesting thing is that you can work oil pastels on top of a wet wet canvas. Where are my oil pastels? I want to find them. What the heck? I'll be in one place. Do. All right. Let's try this. Let's go in with this. Start with some yellows. All right, let's find, we're going to use this, and we're just going to blend this a bit. Let's find a better way to blend it. I need some oil. I actually need some oil for this. Because these are oil pastels, they work with oil. Can you believe that? Unfathomable. Unfathomably true. So I'm going to do walnut oil. Oops, didn't want to drip that onto my actual pastels, but here we go. Using this to just blend it all together. Let's create like a nice texture. And honestly, I think I need more oil pastels. It needs to be even thicker. Thicker in order for it to work. And let's actually bring an orange in here. Let's go. go bring this down right here. What's up, babe? How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah?
How you doing?
Doing something different.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Multimedia. Huh? Looks really good in your screen there.
Really?
Yeah. Crisps all the colors.
Looks better. Looks
Yeah.
even better on the screen. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool. All right.
What was the vacuum for?
Clean up the gold, all the gold stuff.
Oh, I see.
Hey, do you happen to know where I have one more box of oil pastels? I know I gave one to
I think there's some over here.
Jericho.
Is there a box here?
There should be another one, a big, long green one.
Oh no, it was silver.
Yeah, I have that.
Oh.
I have that one, but I need the green one.
I believe I moved it.
Oh, oil pastels goes really quick.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Nice.
There we go.
Hey, you.
Let's try to differentiate the eyes here. Go with some white. It's garbage.
It's dirty laundry.
All right.
Hungry? Are you hungry? You're hungry? Yeah. What's lasagna? Also fish. Fish or lasagna?
Are you calling this the underpainting? I really like the texture that I'm getting from these. Texture makes it very enjoyable. The overpainting, yeah, that's right. The overpainting. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I have holes in my gloves. That's how hard I'm working this area. That's how hard I'm working, people. I got holes in my gloves. Let me put on another set of gloves before I burn a hole in my fingers. Almost, I think this almost could be a portrait of Donald Trump, maybe. Huh?
That's hilarious. That's Donald Trump.
Because the hair, yellow hair, and the red. Well, not so much the lips, but like we go with the orange. We go with orange.
The orange skin.
Well, just orange all around.
Take a picture of it and send it to him.
I'll tag him.
That looks more like George W. Bush.
Oh, I love the freeness of these sticks. The ability to just like scrape up and down and like create all these. This could go in the gallery, the presidential gallery.
There you go.
I gotta do one of Joe Biden. Our President Joe Biden, Mr. Joe Biden. All right, I think it's no longer representative of Donald Trump. Good old Donald. You know, it's funny. I actually feel like, as a president, I could get away with calling Donald Trump Donald, even though you're supposed to call. When people of like high status, you're supposed to be like all Mr. President, But I don't feel that way with Joe. I feel like if I was to walk up to Joe Biden and just call him, "What's up?" Say, "What's up, Joe?" Like their handlers would pull me aside and say, "Hey, listen, you can't call him by that name. You're not that cool." But if I was to say it to like Donald Trump, he'd probably give me that or something. Yeah, or if I just call him Donnie. Or whatever, I don't know. Whatever name. All right, so we're gonna go deep in the lip right here. Hey, this will be, if I can upload this, this will be one of the, this will be the bold. This will be the, this will be one of the, images that we can use for our, what's that thing called that we're trying to do? The badges, the member badges. Oh, look at this. I've got these really expensive oil pastels. They're Sennelier. But what's cool about them is that they are very, well, I guess not that they're very expensive, but that they are all like metallic colors, like silver, gold, etc., etc. So they create these like, actually it's not that silvery or gold right now, but the idea is that they are. It's the idea that counts, right? Not the actual. So if this was white, I think it would look very gold-ish, but since it's not, this canvas has been painted over already. See, look at that flip. Keep bumping into this. I gotta define this toupee a little better. Let's establish Trump's toupee. Actually, this doesn't look like anything like him. I don't know. Nice. Did I already do a badge? I have plenty of pieces that I could use as a badge, but I did not. I have not done a badge yet. You know what it needs? I think it needs a red tie. You got a good point, man. The Koonings Marilyn Monroe did not look like her, that's for sure. I need a good blue here. Let me find a good blue. We go around just to... Yes, this is a portrait of Donald Trump. Portrait of the... What's also interesting, like I feel like as I'm painting this portrait, if I was to do a portrait like this of any politician, pretty much, Obama, Bush, Biden, Kamala, I feel like there would be, you know, some element of, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to make a caricature of them. Obviously, that's not the case, right? Like, there's plenty of caricatures of every president. But I feel like I can actually do this of Donald Trump, and it would actually be somewhat amusing to somebody. Although, I don't know. Like... Oh, yeah, bloody ear. Oh, dude. Bloody ear here. What's like one word that Donald Trump says all the time? I'm trying to like add some. I'm trying to think of some words to put into this space. Gonna write Donnie down here. You know, maybe what I gotta do is I gotta I gotta create some contrast in the background. I gotta create some contrast in the background here. That's not gonna do it. Maybe some white. I feel like the white is actually pulling away attention though. Donnie T. Donnie T. All right, let's see how we can do this. I want to create some more contrast in the eyes here, and then some more separation. So let me see how I can do this. And go with this brighter yellow space. Gosh, I just love how these oil pastels look. As far as this texture that they're creating. Does this capture his hair though? I'm trying to think. Is it capturing his hair? I don't really know yet. I'm still... Maybe add some highlights around. Gotta go in with this necktie here. Give some shadow. And obviously, you know, a lot of inspiration from our expressionist friends of the past, right? I do not claim credit to be the most original artist of these ideas. And I think the eyes need to have a little bit more detail. A little bit of shadow under the nose. I love comments. Yeah, so I have two brands here. This one is it's a pretty decent Chinese brand. So this is Paul Rubens. And the Paul Rubens, what's great is like they're pretty affordable, but also they're very chunky, which means you really get some good textures from it compared to some other brands. But the Sennelier, I mean, Sennelier is unbeatable. I feel like the Sennelier colors are just remarkable as far as what you can achieve with some of the colors. I mean, if you can see the colors, they're all metallic. This is the metallic collection. It's called Iridescence. So that's what this specific palette was made for. But, you know, I mean, I'm sure Paul Rubens could make a pretty good one. But this is like my good, let's kill the heck out of these oil pastels and not worry about using them. Sennelier, I admit, I'm a little bit more timid with, as far as, you know, because of how much they are. I think each of these, hold on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Each of these is like $3. I think it's like a $30 pack, I think. I might have that wrong, but that's not that much. But the fact that they can go so quick can be obviously a concern. Let's go ahead into this ear and get some orange into the ear here. I don't want to kill this with orange. Kill this painting with orange. But I do want to add some white because there's always a white shirt involved, right? I don't know how does a collar look in front of a tie? It's like this, right? That's what a collar looks like. Give some hair highlights here. I would totally recommend Sennelier, by the way. Yeah. Let's see what else. How can we make this more more defined? You know, I will admit one thing I have trouble with when it comes to these abstract faces, and I don't know why I'm sharing this. I don't really need to share this because once I share it, people know. But if I don't share, people don't know. But you know, I like to make these, share some personal things when I do these live streams. One thing I almost always have trouble with, and all I need to do is just sit down and, you know, do the studies of it and just see what other people are doing to get ideas. But the thing that I usually have trouble with is how do I define the area around the face? And, you know, come up with like an interesting design that way. And I think this area, oh, you know what I need? I need stars. I need to make this more about America, right? This has to be more American, more Americanized. So we're going to add some stars here. Maybe I can put 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring on our white. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's add some what is the number? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35. How many states are there? Just kidding. I know how many states there are. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And you know what else I'm missing now? I'm missing some more blue. Because we got the red, we got the white. Well, wait, the stripes are red and white. So how can I make this more Americanized? Let's go 13. Alexa, what are the stripes on the American flag?
From musictoday.com. The 13 stripes on the American flag represent the 13 original colonies at the country's founding.
Alexa, how many white stripes and how many red stripes are on the American flag?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the flag of the United States has 13 stripes, 7 of them red and 6 white.
Alexa, what is the top stripe of the American flag?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the top stripe of the American flag is red.
Red, white. So 7 red, 6 white. So let's see if we could go. I wonder if there's some way to incorporate that idea. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Which red did I just use? All right, here we go. Whoop. I'll go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go. Need a better white here. I don't have any white. Oh, there is no white oil pastel on this. Oh yeah, there is. You don't see a hole? I see a hole. There's a hole right there. There's a hole right there. Let me pull this off here. No, this is blue. This color is blue. Oh, well, never mind. There's a white right here. That's a white. But this is purple. Here we go. We're going to take this white. We're going to use our non-Sennelier white in order to brighten some of the parts that need to be white. Ah, broken. Why are my pastels breaking? Why am I so rough with them? If it's not obvious enough. This is the American flag. Oh, you like the hole in the ear. Thank you. You like it because that's what you recommended, man. Come on now. Would you like it if I didn't put it, if I didn't listen to you? It was your idea, bro. Which means it was a great idea. So I stole your idea. I am the idea thief. Never give me your great ideas while I'm painting because I just might use it. I think it's going pretty well, huh? I just want some more blue. You can't have America without blue. I have since lost the I and the T, which means I need to bring it back. DONNE. All right, I think I've reached a point where this is pretty much done. I feel like the nose, honestly, actually, you know what? The nose still needs some gesture. We need some more gesture along the nose. I don't know what yet. Let's see, because it's kind of plain. There's not enough texture on it. And we got to darken this eye detail a little bit better. This eye has gotten lost. So let's just add a little bit pink around the outside here. Oh yeah, need hands. I'm just gonna symbolize the hands. Here we go. All right, people. This is it. This is a portrait of Donnie T. by Emmett Ferguson. Let's sign it and date it. And I think we're done for the day. Yes, we are done for the day. We're done. We're done. We're finished. That's it. We're done. We're complete. It's done. We're no more. No more for the night. Wrapping up for the evening. Preparing for that good night. Getting ready for that brief respite from the day. And what did we learn today? That oil pastels are very fun. They allow you to be incredibly expressive. And gold foil can be challenged to work with. But the rewards are always worth it. Maybe not always. Let me close up my material. I didn't even open my oil paints today. How amazing is that? Scott, why are you running from me? Hey, take care. Thanks so much, Amizu. Later, dude.